There is a storm that never ends. It doesn't happen in the sky. It happens behind your eyes. You wake up, and it is there, the noise, the replay of yesterday's mistakes, the terrifying simulation of tomorrow's problems. You are physically sitting in a chair, but mentally you are fighting a war in 3 different timelines at once. We call this thinking, but it isn't thinking. It is a haunting. We are the most anxious generation in history, not because the world is louder, but because our minds have forgotten how to be quiet. You feel it, don't you? That subtle vibration of restlessness, the feeling that you should be somewhere else, doing something else, becoming someone else. You are like a cup that is so full of water that it is trembling at the brim. One more drop, one more email, one more criticism, one more worry, and you will spill over. You are desperate for peace, but you are looking for it in the wrong place. You are trying to find peace by rearranging the world outside, when the chaos is actually living inside. There is an ancient story about a young man who felt exactly this way. He was consumed by the shadows of his past and the fog of his future. He could not sleep. He could not rest. Desperate, he traveled to the mountains to find a wise sage, a man rumored to hold the secret of a quiet mind. When the boy arrived, he poured out his troubles. He spoke for hours about his regrets, his fears, his enemies. He said, "Master, please, make the voices stop. Give me peace." The sage did not give him a mantra. He did not give him a book. Instead, he handed the boy a glass filled to the very brim with water. He said, "I can give you the answer, but first you must do a task. You must walk through the village, all the way to the market and back, holding this glass. If you spill a single drop, I cannot help you." The boy looked at the glass. It was so full that even a tremble of his hand would cause a spill. He nodded, terrified. The boy began to walk. He walked through the chaotic streets. People were shouting, dogs were barking, merchants were yelling their prices. Old enemies saw him and shouted insults. The wind blew. But the boy saw nothing. He heard nothing. His entire universe had shrunk to the surface of the water in that glass. He watched it with a laser focus, step by step, breath by breath. He did not look left. He did not look right. He just guarded the water. When he returned to the mountain, he hadn't spilled a drop. The sage asked him, "Did you hear the dogs barking?" The boy said, "No." The sage asked, "Did you hear the people insulting you?" The boy said, "No." The sage asked, "Did you feel the wind?" The boy said, "I felt nothing. I only saw the glass." The sage smiled and said, "That is the secret. You did not stop the dogs from barking. You did not stop the insults. You simply did not give them your permission to enter your mind. You were so filled with the present moment, there was no room for the noise." Do you understand what happened? The boy emptied his mind of the world so he could fill it with the task. This is the state of no mind. It is not a trance. It is not sleep. It is hyper-focus. When you are truly obsessed with the now, when you are guarding your present moment like that glass of water, the past ceases to exist. The future ceases to exist. Fear cannot live in the present. Fear requires a future to project itself into. Regret requires a past to live in. But in the now there is only the water. There is only the step. There is only the breath. You are tired because you are carrying things that are not real. You are carrying a conversation you had 5 years ago. You are carrying a scenario about losing your job that hasn't happened yet. You are carrying the opinions of strangers. This is why your glass is shaking. This is why you are spilling your life. You are trying to walk through the village, watching everyone else, listening to every dog bark, trying to fight every wind. You must learn the discipline of the glass. Focus is not just about productivity. Focus is a shield. When you fully commit to what is in front of you, whether it is washing the dishes, writing a code, or looking into someone's eyes, you are building a wall against the chaos. You are not ignoring the world. You are choosing what matters. You are choosing not to spill your energy on things that do not serve you. So, today, I want you to try an experiment. Treat your attention like that water. It is precious. It is finite. Do not spill it on the comments section. Do not spill it on gossip. Do not spill it on worry. Empty your mind of the noise. Be formless. Be shapeless. If you are drinking tea, just drink tea. If you are walking, just walk. If you are suffering, just be with the feeling, without the story. Peace is not a destination you reach when all your problems are solved. Peace is a skill you practice in the middle of the problems. It is the ability to walk through the village amidst the insults and the noise, holding your soul steady without spilling a drop. Empty your mind and watch how the world fills it with clarity.